feel the way, my heart out on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me with some Tel-Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Ocean from residence to 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and 9 now. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. 10. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
7 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 13. 49ers nothing.
2nd down at 7.
It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on out. Check 50. Check 50.
Back to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Number 36.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Tackled at the 40.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And now off to the races down the right side. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This throw caught left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll try and run for it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Falcons 20, 49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
34-yard line.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
look to throw here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Falcons.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long and hit behind the line, he lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 37-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Falcons 27, 49ers nothing. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd
and it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
At the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A 2-yard gain.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oh, going for Jefferson down. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Brandon Ayuk. his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Falcons 34, 49ers 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And his kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a job.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a handoff looking right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the carry. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. And Kittle catching the slant. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Niners on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 overall, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now they try the right side here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for them.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
Here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 32-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
First and goal, San Francisco.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second and goal from inside the 5. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
41.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your feet. And I'm in a rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. Where am I on my own? They don't know my name. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade.
We still got
there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every wave. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name.